Hi, I'm Tara.
And I'm Jill.
And we are continuing our easy organizing ideas and secrets. We're on our last one, number 10, and it is...
Don't be afraid to let it go.
Let it go, let it go. I don't need it anymore.
Purge that stuff and get rid of it. This is another one they're all pretty good, but this is another one that ranks right up there that causes people a lot of problems.
If you don't get it, you're not going to get a clean house.
Yeah, if you have too much stuff, we're talking, even like hoarders, that's the biggest problem. They don't want to let go of their stuff. And a lot of people have hoarder mentality in them without realizing it. Don't get emotionally attached to your stuff. People are so emotionally attached to their stuff. It just amazes me. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I love garage sales and I love thrift stores, and I am always coming home on garage sale day 30 minutes after I left telling Mike I have to unload because I'm already full. But I also frequently, once or twice a month, will take that same amount to the Goodwill, thrift store, whatever it's called in your area, and get rid of it. Really, as I keep a Goodwill box in my garage, when I'm done reading that paperback book I got for 10 cents at the garage sale, I throw it in there. Normally, we try to pass our books and that kind of thing around between each other. But once I'm done, it goes in there.
We either give to friends.
Yeah.
When we get rid of stuff, we either do the Goodwill or we give to friends or family.
Or family, and we check with friends or family first. But, if I'm doing the laundry and I'm folding clothes and I notice that they've outgrown this shirt, it goes immediately into the Goodwill. The same with kids' paperwork and artwork. People, you do not need to keep every single piece of paper they made in school.
Limit yourself. For example, say, okay, I'm going to keep 10 papers
for every year.
Every year for each child. And make a folder. Have a folder for each child and keep it in there, and then just have one, pleasant-sized box for each child, and that should be all 12 years. That one box should hold everything for 12 years of school. And once it gets too full, purge out, get rid of stuff out of it and get it down again. You know what? My kids, I had kept stuff for a long time, even though not very much, but I had kept a lot. They didn't even remember it. And when I went to show it to them 30 years later, they didn't care about it at all. And so, you don't throw it out, though, in the front of the kids, and, because the kids are attached to it. But at the end of the year, just tactfully let it disappear. Yeah. And they won't even know any difference.
A lot of stuff just disappears in the trash at our house. Yeah. And, I helped a family member clean out their basement, and they had one child, and they had 4 large totes of school papers. And the child looked at that and said, I don't want any of this. And the point was, why did you waste all this time and space and money on totes storing this when nobody wanted it?
And that goes for heirlooms, too. You have Uncle Henry's piece of driftwood. You don't even know who Uncle Henry is. And then if you do some research on it and you find out Uncle Henry wasn't even a member of your family, that he used that driftwood to throw the dog. He wrote in his diary, I throw that driftwood to the dog every day, and that's what you've been saving.
The same is with the kids. Every Christmas and every birthday, I have my kids go through their stuff, and they know it's coming because when their birthday starts coming around, I said, okay, we're going to go through your room. We let our kids go through the stuff, and we say, okay, you can have 10 Hot Wheels cars. You pick which are your 10 favorite. The rest are leaving. You can have this amount of crayons that will fit in this box. You pick out the ones that you want. I know kids, I am not exaggerating, they have 500 or 600 crayons. Why? 100 Hot Wheels cars. You don't need to be organizing that stuff. Get rid of it.
Yeah, along that same line of kids having so many toys, I saw a thing once where the kids had shelves on the wall, shelves and shelves of boxes of toys. And they went, and the organizer came in and bought all these baskets to put like
$200,000 worth of organizing stuff.
Yeah, but to put like 200 just of the Hot Wheels cars for the boys. There was 2 problems that happened. The boys were destroying the toys. They would stomp on them. They would break them, tear them apart. They didn't care. They had like 198 more that they could do. They had no respect for the toys, and they would take that basket that the organizer had put all these wonderful toys in, and they're going to dump it. Well, they dumped 200 out. They have to pick up 200, and they wouldn't pick it up. Where when they got them down to like 10 cars, they didn't break them because they didn't have
respected their toys,
and they were more willing to pick it up because it's easier to pick up 10 toys than 200. You have to realize, people holler about, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time for this, and I want to do this and that. You spend how many hours organizing that stuff, cleaning that stuff, finding a place to put that stuff. Does that stuff mean that much that you want to waste your time on these things?
And your kids get stressed out looking at this
the kids are
all the time.
Kids get very stressed out when they look to see, okay, I go to the store to buy shampoo now. It used to be we had 5 shampoos to choose from. Now I go, tons, 50 shampoos of oily hair that I have to choose. I get so stressed trying to figure out what shampoo to buy. Your kids have that same mentality when they go in their closet and look at all those toys. They get stressed out of, what am I going to play with? And very frustrating. That's another way we can alleviate stress in our family's life. Get rid of the mounds of stuff. Stop cleaning up the mounds
You're
of
not
stuff.
going to get organized. If you're organizing 500 mugs,
you're not.
If you're organizing 50, if you're organizing 10 mugs and there's 2 of you, and you don't ever have company over that uses mugs, get it down to 2, 3, 4. You don't need to keep this.
Those plastic cups from like McDonald's and those drinking cups, that's fine to have them. You don't need 60 of them.
Yeah.
Think how long is it in between washing dishes?
How many yogurt containers do you need?
Yeah, well, the same way, how long do you go in between washing dishes? You wash dishes probably, or you should, once a day. So that means you should only need a couple of cups for each person of those plastic things. So, maybe if you have a family of 4, that means 8 of those cups are plenty. Calculate it out. Sit down and calculate it out. When I first moved into the house I have now, I had 12 large dinner plates, and I didn't have company that often. And I maybe use those dinner plates once a day, 1 dinner plate a day. Why do I have 12 of them stacked right there, or am I keeping all of them?
And why do you have all this china that you never use? If you're not going to use it, get rid of it. I know it's grandma's. Keep 1 plate, display it on the wall, and get rid of the rest.
Ask other family members if they want some, but don't store all of this stuff.
You don't need to keep it all. So, our organizing idea number 10 is,
don't be afraid to
let it go, let it go. I don't need it anymore. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment below.